Hello, it's Jim Hutchins for the Jerusalem Connection Spot Report for this week. Representative Eliana Rose Lightnin is a Republican congresswoman from Florida. And she has been unashamedly, unabashedly pro-Israel through the years. And earlier this month, she rose on the House floor and said words to this effect: that challenges to the inexorable connection of Jews to Jerusalem have been unequivocally disproved by archaeological discoveries. And these comments on the part of Representative Rose Lightnin represents a sharp rebuke to increasing international efforts to delegitimize Israel's connection to Jerusalem, despite the numerous relics recently unearthed proving an ancient Jewish presence there. She said this: for quite some time, there's been an effort at the United Nations to delegitimize the Jewish state of Israel, to try to whitewash the Jewish people's historical and biblical connection to Israel. And she goes on, denying the historic connection of the Jewish people to Jerusalem is false. Amazing archaeological discoveries are frequently made that prove the roots of the Jewish people are in fact in Israel. And one of those archaeological discoveries took place early this month. It was an unprecedented impression of King Hezekiah's royal seal from the First Temple period, dating back to 727 to 698 BC. She goes on to say, this marks the first time that a seal impression of an Israelite or Judean king has been discovered within the context of the archaeological excavation. It proves that not only is Israel the religious center for Jews, it is their ancestral, historical, and I would add biblical homeland. I look forward, she says, to visiting the city of David in the near future to see the firsthand the rich history of the Jewish people. So how permanent, how valid are God's covenant promises to Israel today? The Palestinians have long time tried to prove by destroying artifacts and relics from the First and Second Temple period, tried to prove that they are the true inheritors of the land. They are the heirs apparent. That's called Palestinianism. It's a form of replacement theology. But God has the last word on this. For example, God tells us in Psalm 105, verse 8, Yahweh remembers his covenant forever, the word he commanded for 1,000 generations. The covenant he swore with Abraham, the oath he swore to Isaac. He confirmed it to Jacob as a decree, as an everlasting covenant to Israel. To you I will give the land of Canaan as a portion you will inherit. And then adding to this idea of continued permanence, everlasting permanence, listen to what God says in Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 35. This is what Yahweh says: He who appoints the sun to shine by day, who decrees the moon and stars to shine by night, who stirs up the sea so that its waves roar, the Yahweh Almighty is his name. Only if these decrees vanish from my sight, declares Yahweh, will the descendants of Israel ever cease to be a nation before me. This is what Yahweh says: only if the heavens above can be measured and the foundations of the earth below be searched out, will I reject all the nations, all the descendants of Israel, because of all they have done, declares Yahweh. How permanent are the covenants that God has made with Israel with regard to a homeland? How valid are they for today? They are as permanent as the very existence of God. Till next week, Od Kiyavo Shiloh, or until Messiah comes, Yivareka Yahweh. Yahweh bless you, bless those you love, and bless those who love you.